I'm standing in the shadow of the Lutheran Theological Seminary in Gettysburg. Founded in 1826, this was the first seminary of the Lutheran Church in America. During the battle, it became a place of history and faith. On July 1st, 1863, Union Cavalry Commander John Buford climbed into the cupola of this building to gain a better view of the battlefield. From up there, he could see Confederate forces advancing from the west and the north, and he made the critical decision to hold the ground until Union infantry arrived in an attempt to gain control of high ground south and east of here. As we had mentioned previously, Gettysburg wasn't just about armies and generals. It was about faith. Ordinary Christians were thrust into extraordinary moments. One account tells of Captain James Griffiths of the 72nd Pennsylvania Infantry. He was an aide to General Oliver Otis Howard, known as the Christian general and later founder of Howard University. Griffiths was mortally wounded during the first day's fighting. After being wounded, Griffiths was taken to a private residence here in Gettysburg, where his friend and commander Howard visited him one last time. One eyewitness to the events commented on the scene, quote, "The general passed into the side of the dying man. The two had loved each other as brothers in Christ. Howard clasped the captain in his arms, kissed him, and then burst into tears. Recovering his self-possession, the Christian general took from his pocket a testament and read to the dying captain a portion of the 14th chapter of the Gospel of John. The general then knelt down and offered up a fervent and impressive prayer. Arising from his knees, he again kissed the dying man, saying, 'We shall meet in heaven.'" Griffiths would die 9 days later on July 10th. Men on both sides sang the same hymns, prayed to the same God, clung to the same scriptures. They lived out their faith in ways we can hardly imagine today. Hebrews 11 speaks of men and women who quenched the fury of the flames, escaped the edge of the sword, whose weakness was turned to strength. The faith that sustained them is the same faith that's available to us today. So here's the challenge. When life gets hard, do we live like men of faith, or do we retreat, complain, or worse yet, compromise? The people here in Gettysburg didn't have the luxury of just living by theory. They had to live their faith out in the fire of crisis. Shouldn't we do the same?